All right, everyone, here we go. This is technically a Cancer reading. It's technically. I say technically because Cancer readings are always all signs. I debated with myself whether to make this just a super random, okay? Because it is for anyone that finds this video. But I did pull on the angle of Cancer here. All right, and I got a pre-shuffle. I did a lot of shuffling this morning. And I shuffled 2 decks. You get 2 pre-shuffles. Both say the exact same thing in their own way, but this one here, a lot of cards match over here. So let's talk about this, because you come up in the pre-shuffle. So it's very interesting. Let's just see where this reading goes. I don't know what the hell title I'm going to give it. I don't really care at this point. All right, so let's just see where we're at here, because the energy right now, we're right on the cusp. Tomorrow I'm going to be pulling on the 1111 portal. So we'll see what happens with that. That said, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Definitely true with this reading. It's timeless. It affects you at different times. I'm just going to jump to the chase here in the pre-shuffle. And I shuffled again. I did a second shuffle. First this one, then this one, because I just wanted to be sure. There's 6 of Wands crossed by the 4 of Cups with a Knight of Pentacles, 8 Swords, 9 Swords, remember that card, and 9 Pentacles, bookending the 6 of Wands with Temperance, a Star, and an Ace of Wands fueling it. There's a couple of messages here. One has come up in a recent reading where if you're in this state of mind, you might be inclined to reject an offer that's coming in. Be careful about that, okay? But there's another deeper energy that's here. Some of you, it's almost like an ancient energy, where some readers might say your ancient ancestors are trying to talk to you or something like that, right? And that's not exactly what's happening. It's kind of hard to explain within the energy, but we'll call it that. Fine. Your ancient ancestors are trying to talk to you, right? But with me saying as a caveat, that's not exactly what's happening. But at the end of the day here, you're in a state of mind, possibly, a way of being, or you're holding on to something that's past its expiration date. It's not, holding on to it is not going to continue. Continuing to hold on to it is not going to make you happy. All right? What's got to happen here is you need to release it. You need to be sort of in a free-flowing state of mind. Have a little faith in the universe. Have a little faith that the universe has your back. Have a little faith that in yourself, you know. And this is something that is on your destined path. This victory right here. Okay, so to sum it up, you have an offer or a communication of some kind coming your way. You're encouraged by the energy around you. You do what you want. You're encouraged by the energy around you to take it. Okay, and that's what that pre-shuffle says. And this says the same thing. Here comes an incoming offer. Knight of Wands brings you a lot of justice. It puts your life on a new path, and that's proof and evident by the Judgment card underneath Justice. And there's that Temperance card again. And it's communication in this aspect. The universe has your back. And there, again, is the warning. In the Witches, they like to put this deck likes to put the warnings at the end instead of in the middle. Well, there it is. There's that Knight of Pentacles. What holds you back? What stops you? That 9 Swords. Stay away from that. Stay away from worrying about nonsense. Y'all got some kind of offer, some kind of communication coming in, something. But also, there's an underlying current that we will call it your ancient ancestors. Your ancient ancestors want you to relax a little bit. And I think that came up in a recent reading. I don't remember what reading. It may have been the singles read. I don't know. Something about chill out, relax, have fun, right? It's being stuck where you are right now in something, thinking about something or dwelling on something too much that's past its expiration date is holding you back. All right. So you came up in the pre-shuffle. So I don't know what the fuck this reading's going to be about. I have no idea. Let's shuffle the deck, and let's, the first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? So I don't know if it wants to talk about an incoming energy or you. It's just weird. I was just doing some shuffling this morning trying to figure out, well, I'd like to put a reading up today. I don't know what. Let's just see what the universe has to say. So I shuffled on Cancer. I did, just because, you know, you're the hot spot of the connection cycle. But I do think this is like more of a super random. This is, Cancer readings are always all signs, but this is all signs on crack. All right, like that. It's for everyone that's here. All right, so on varying levels. All right, okay. All right, here we go. Let's see where we go. Why the fuck are we here? Card Before the Cut. Why the fuck are we here? Yeah, this is yeah, Hierophant. Oh, I'll show you. Just for fun, because these two decks have been loving each other today. Hierophant on top. See what I'm saying? And I only knew that was there because when I picked up the deck to turn it upside down before I hit record, I accidentally left the Hierophant on the table. Everything happens for a reason. Now I see why that happened, because I wouldn't have known to do that. Yeah. This is it. This is it. The wait is over, kind of a thing. But it's about the energies around you trying to put you on a new path, a righteous path, a spiritual path, whatever it is. There's a lot of divine energy around. I talked about that in a recent extended, and I explained that energy to you. There's a lot. These are long-lasting changes that we're in the middle of right now. We're all going through a realignment, like I've said. And that's why you'll be encouraged. You're about to get some kind of offer. You'll be encouraged to take it. That offer can come through a communication, whatever. I mean, it's just after the cut, the King of Cups. Yeah, you gotta love. It's Steve's love tarot. It's not Steve's career tarot. Sometimes career bleeds in, but yeah, you got some kind of big king level offer of love that's coming your way. Something. And if you're in the wrong state of mind, the universe says a good percentage of you guys are going to reject it. You know, you got to be in the right mind when something happens, in the right energy when something happens, right? What some people like to say is you got to be the right person when the right person shows up, that kind of thing, okay? And that's all the pre-shuffles we're trying to say. It's sort of a, hey, I know you think nothing's going to happen, because nothing usually does, but this is different, okay? And this applies too if there's changes you're trying to make in your life. You try and then you get discouraged and you turn back. This time around, there's a way around that. You can keep going, all right? You got some help. You got, with that Hierophant there, I can tell you on that ancestral energy side, you've got some big help behind you. It's a lot of masculine energy too. I don't know who that would belong to, who or what, but it's strong. It's on your side, big time. All right, let's go. Let's pull a reading. Wow, maybe this whole reading is about you. I don't know. Maybe it'll tell me more about what's coming your way. I hope. Give me a reading. Universe, let's go. I'll shuffle it. Okay. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is the King of Swords. Oh my God. This guy, the thing about this guy, he always knows what to do. Right? Makes a plan. Good plan. Orders the Knight of Swords to go take care of it. Right? It always knows what to do. What's fueling this? Yeah, the High Priestess. Follow your intuition. Listen to it. And this ties to the Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords from the pre-shuffle, and the Nine of Swords over here. Stay out of your head. Those are cards where you get in your head. Those kind of energies aren't going to help you here. This is going to help you. Okay? This is confidence. It's a lot. It's nice. Okay, let's go. Reading's on the flip. Soulmate energies around you are here. 3D energies around you are here, since the universe seems to want to talk about you. Your soul is here. Hidden energy is here, what the fickle old gal universe wants to tell you beyond what I'm saying. Red with the soulmate energies around you. And right here's a potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. It's why someone asked me about this once, about, well, could you just pull a reading on the next 10 years or something like that? Yeah, I mean, I can. I could pull all the 2024 readings today or tomorrow. If I sat here and chained myself to the chair, all the readings I would do in 2024, I could pull tomorrow, okay? But the problem with that is, the further out you're divine, the less accurate you get because of free will decisions on everybody's part. So you try to divine as close in as possible so that you limit people's free will decisions, because we can't account for them, okay? So yeah, the energy of 2024 is already here. I wrote a whole article about it. But I can't pull all the readings in one day for 2024 right now. Assuming I could do that, all 500 readings in one day right now, because they'd be, by the time we got to February, they'd start to get real inaccurate because of free will decisions that people are making. And the audience would flare off. By the end of the year, it'd be for nobody or one person. All right? That's it. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end. If I think we need to extend this one, I will. You'll see a link in the description. I don't know. I didn't have any plans to, do much other than, hey, let's pull a fun reading today. Okay. Soulmate energies around you. I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Everybody understands how energy works, right? 9 swords. Soulmate energies around you are 9 swords. They're anxious. They're jumpy. They're bumping around. You guys are thinking about it too much. I always tell you guys when you watch my readings, forget the reading. Right? Otherwise, what happens is you walk around and you go, is this what Steve was talking about? Is this what Steve was talking about? Is that what Steve was trying to say? Fuck Steve. Fuck the reading. Fuck you. No, just stop thinking about it. It's somebody here, somebody. It might not be you, but if you're getting defensive when I say that, it's not me, Steve. It's you. All right? Just put your brain down. This energy is very important. Okay? Remember the white tiger. There you go. Okay. The energy, the soulmate energies around you are anxious. They're vibrating very, very fast, very round, very scattered because you're thinking about it too much. And that can act as repellent for a new soul. It can slow down things. It's like the pre-shuffle told us. This kind of energy will slow things down, keep you stuck, right? And it would also prevent things from coming in. And you might miss it. Everything's about timing, right? You got to be in the right energy for the right thing to happen. You got to be the right person when the right person shows up. Nobody want to go on a date with 9 of swords, okay? This is the worry wart. This is the person. Oh, I don't know. Well, maybe overthinking. At least it's a 9. That's good. It means I can put an end to it here. 3D energies around you. Yeah. Queen of Wands. You want something on the inside, and your energy on the outside is preventing it from happening. It's what I just said. Okay? And that's what this is right here. However, you are very attractive. So if that's something you're worried about, knock it off. All right? Shut that down. Remember the white tiger. Okay. So your soul is here. It bookends the 9 of swords. It's red with the 9 of swords. Yeah. I mean, come on, they're even a color match with the herringbone background in gray. I mean, so you right there, you're an energy reader. You know, oh, those two go together. Well, they go together anyway in my reading. It's everything I already said. With that card coming up there, and this is nothing you can't fix. I said at the end, I was glad it's at 9 because at least I can fix it here. I can point it out to you and you'll knock it off. Look at that. The weakest energy. It's right there. It's the 5 of Wands. You're getting in your own damn way, like the Queen of Wands always does. Right here. Very attractive energy, though, in the 3D. People are hot for you. You may not know it. If this applies to you on any level, you won't notice that people might be checking you out, or somebody might be interested. Somebody might walk up to you at a coffee shop and say, hey, can I get some of your creamer? And you think they just want creamer. No, they're just looking for an excuse to talk to you. Nobody wants creamer. Come on. Hidden energy. Message from the universe. Wake the fuck up. Red with the 9 of swords. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, spinning your wheels. This is that ancestral energy coming back again. And look, it's gray herringbone, gray herringbone, gray herringbone background, gray. They're all tied. This is that ancestral energy coming back. Okay, let's say your ancestors. I'll be like one of those people that says that it's not really what's going on energetically. Oh, universe, just various frequencies of energy. But fine, it's energy where you come from. Okay, I'll put it that way. Your energy pool out there is trying to talk to you. All right, and they're saying you're spinning your wheels. They want you to relax and have some fun. It's just what it is. This is wheel spinning, round and round and round and round. And this is wheel spinning, and that's causing that. It's causing a little bit of a block to the soul. A little bit of a block here. Okay, soul's trying to throw punches, and you're blocking it. Okay, so. What's the potential final outcome here? I can't account for free will. I can't account for people that aren't listening to me. All right. 9 of Wands. There we go. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Another 9, it's the end in tarot, right? 9s are the end. 10s are the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. I get it. You don't want to hear this. I'm going to put it to you this way. Okay? I know some of you are fine. If you're fine, just go grab it. I'm going to talk to the other people that are putting up a wall here. Okay? We got a wall here. We got one energy that you're putting out, which is anxious and frantic, because you're thinking about something too much, right? And you got another energy that's inside. It's very deceptive in a way. I'm surprised there's no Seven of Swords on the table. I say yet because I'm going to clarify. But I get it, okay? But I'm going to tell you something. If you're at all defensive about this and saying, I'm not, you're actually doing it right there, right? It's like somebody who tells me, I don't care what people think, right? And yet they front and try to have people see them a certain way. You know, they put themselves out on Instagram with things and smiling pictures and this and that. The very action of trying to get someone to see you a certain way means you care what people think. You know, so that's why most people who say that are full of shit. You know, so fine. The potential final outcome for most of you is a Nine of Wands. All right, it's a frustration energy. It's a tired energy. It's a wall. Okay, you're cock blocking your own damn self. Let's see where we go. You got an offer. It's going to show up here when I clarify. I know what the witches want to talk about. I know. Now we get the other side of the Hierophant, which was the card before the cut. Let's go. Nine Swords. Why is it here? All right. Okay. Here we go. Nine Swords. Okay. Why is it here? That's my theme song. All right, here we go. Soulmate energies around you. Jesus. Nine Swords. Okay. And the universe even say it's easy to stop. You got ancestral energy around you that's watching you. We'll just phrase it like that, right? Watching you. Go, hey, it's like my dad yelling at the TV when a baseball game was on, right? I'll never forget 1986 World Series, how he trashed our television set because Bill Buckner missed that damn Little League level ground ball and blew it for the Red Sox. Ah, Jesus, unreal. He loved the Red Sox. He did. He liked it up there in New England more than I did. I thought it was cold. And then it was humid. I didn't mind the humid as much, but cold. Used to that. Why is the Seven of Swords here? It's 77 degrees in my house today. Knight of Wands. Again, I did all that shuffling while I was talking. I'm shuffling the whole time. The original pre-shuffle it had. There's something trying to come in. There is an offer. There is something charging in, but it's going very fast. And if you're distracted, overthinking about something, or stuck in a mode of being, you're gonna miss it. You're gonna absolutely miss it. There's justice underneath it, the whole deal. And look, there's that Nine of Swords warning again. It stops you. You'll miss it. It'll stop with that Nine Swords. It's right there. What's on top here? Is it the Hierophant again? It is. The whole fucking thing came back around. Now we see why the Hierophant's here. Okay? Man, there's something long lasting trying to come in. This is almost a reading, if I were pulling this for one person, where I would say you're making mountains out of molehills. You're worried about nonsense. This sort of thing. Okay? It's almost that kind of energy. You can apply that however you need to or ignore it. But why is the Hierophant here? Page of Swords. Oh, man. Man. You're looking at something all wrong. Okay? Look, you don't come here for roses and rainbow readings. And I have a feeling the 1111 portal reading is going to be kind of a roses and rainbow reading this year because it's a very powerful energy and all of that. And we'll pull on that tomorrow. Right now, obviously the universe won't talk to you. Okay? You're looking at something all wrong. All wrong. Whatever is happening right now or trying to happen, whatever this is that's incoming, is bigger than you think it is. Okay? It's some life-changing shit. Now let's pull on this 3D energy around you. The Queen of Wands. Now, on the plus side, I will say, you're very attractive right now. But it's hard for people to get to you. It's hard to get past this. I tell you that just to throw some sunshine into the damn reading. Because I got to tell you something. It's just, this flew on the floor. I'm done shuffling. It's a King of Wands, right? And why is the King of Wands here? The Two of Pentacles. This ties back to this. A lot of you is spinning your wheels worried about this Burger King or type energy, or that it might, or that everybody's like that, or that it might approach you again, or whatever. Whatever it is, you're spinning your wheels something about this, and you're thinking about, or it could be that you're doing too much thinking about superficial things on the surface. You're not looking at the big picture, okay? Because this is crossed by the hermit, and the hermit always looks at the big picture, the environmental energy, the energy around you, your ancestors, right? Well, whatever, are trying to get you to look at the big picture so that you'll be happier, so that you'll have some fun. And you're not. In some way, you're not. You might think, hey, and I know somebody out there going, Steve, I'm looking at the big picture. It's not me, Steve. If you feel the need to say that, it's you. Okay? I'm sorry. But it's true. People who, if it's really you, you don't say anything. You're like, you act, in fact, you'd probably agree with me, but people do that. Yep. I'm glad that's not me, right? You say something like that, you don't get defensive at all. And defensive, it plays out in many different ways. It is people saying that's not me. Well, you get defensive. That's all. I don't really. It is what it is. Take the information however you want. This is a reading the universe wanted you to have for sure. Okay, so let's go. 5 of Wands in the soul. Try to take a broader view. Try to take a loftier view. Sometimes you got to get up above the clouds. See that? He down in the clouds. See that? Got to get up there. Got to get above it. All right. Why is the 5 of Wands here? Well, it's a weak energy. It's the weakest as it reflects back to me as a medium. But it is tied to this 9 of Swords and this 2 of Pentacles. And this is that ancestral message coming back. Man, I'll just go ahead and phrase it this way. We'll put the cartoon to it. Your ancestors think you're spinning your wheels. They're like shaking their head. They're my dad trashing the TV after that Red Sox game, that World Series game. You know, they're throwing stuff at their TV as they're watching you because you're missing something, okay? Or you will be missing something, one or the other. There's another message in the energy. The time to start is now. If that means something to you, fine. Could be the time to make the changes now. I don't know. But I read it more as the time to begin is now. A lot of people do that. They do a whole lot of planning. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Planning, I'll do it tomorrow. But I want to plan. Look, stop it. The time to do it is now. You're living in a worn out energy. It's never going to bring you anything but 4 of Cups, apathy and disappointment. And it holds you back. And you miss other things. And other things miss you because nobody want to approach 9 swords. Why is the 5 of Wands here? Such great potential in the soul. And there we go. That was me. All right. Why is the 5 of Wands here? I can't believe that came back. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this shit. 8 Wands. Wands represent forward movement in some way. Even 5 of Wands, you can get things straightened out, right? It's the conflicts that we come into in life. But it's a wand. You get it straightened out. It's 8 Wands crossing it. It's there's something coming your way. Something that's part of your soul's true purpose. I believe it's an individual. I believe it's a person bringing an offer of some kind. It could be an offer of love. It could be a job. It could be, I don't know. But it is incoming, and it's right here. Your soul can pick up on it. What's on top? 10 of Wands. There's just a heaviness here. Okay? I don't know what this is. 10s are the end dead end that lead to a new beginning. I get that, but why is the 10 of Wands here, specifically 5 of Wands? It's a feedback loop. It's a feedback loop. This can't get in. You will miss this. If it can't get in. It's why is the 5 of Wands here? The 10 of Wands. Why is the 10 of Wands here? The 5 of Wands. It's a feedback loop around and round, and the environmental energy is these 8 Wands are trying to get through, and they can't. Probably because this energy flows from here to here. You're not taking the long view. You're focused on surface things, or you're worried about nonsense. All of that creates a nervous tension energy around you. It's tough for anything to get through. All right? So take the lesson that the Temperance card told us from 2 decks, 2 pre-shuffles. Have a little faith in the universe, that the universe has your back. Try to take a loftier view, right? All right. Okay, let's talk to these ancestors. All right. Let's talk to it. Now, I want to explain. I'm going to try not to. It's complicated, but I'm going to try not to. Because I think when a lot of people watch a reading and somebody says your ancestors are trying to talk to you, you think it's your Uncle Pete or your dad or something like that. We have family here in the 3D, right? You got a brother, a sister, maybe a mother, a father. You all have that. You know, those kinds of things. Yes. But that's not always our energy family. You know, you get a lot of people, myself included, who are like, how did I end up here with these people? You know, I have nothing in common with any of them. They're not, you know, they're not the energies are abrasive and whatever. You have well, I'm going to call it a pool of energy that you come from. That's that's the energy of you. It's family, okay? The energy pool that you come from. I'm going to explain it that way. It's far more complicated than that. But so it's not necessarily, when I say ancestral energies, your Uncle Pete, okay? Or your dad or whatever. It's not necessarily that. It's the energy pool that you will go back to when you leave this 3D vessel one day. And some of your family might be there. It's possible if you have a soul connection with any of them. But it is also possible to have a family here on this planet in this 3D body that you do not have any soul connections with whatsoever. You were just placed there. You turned left when you should have turned right, and this is where you ended up. You know, kind of a thing like that. It is possible. And I have researched the hell out of that. And I always felt it that way, and I wasn't sure. So I did a lot of research. I did a lot of experiments with energy and things along those lines. And that's sort of how I view it. You can view it however you want. That's why I'm just explaining for people that wonder. That's all. This ancestral energy here, this energy pool you come from, thinks you're spinning your wheels. Why is it here? Now, I've been shuffling the whole time I've been talking. Yeah, it does. It thinks, here it is. Here's the Four of Cups again. The very message that it was the very card that it was attached to in the pre-shuffle from another deck came back after all that shuffling. The Four of Cups around this. There's some kind of message here where you're worried about something, or you're thinking something, or you're just sitting in an energy that's past due on some level. Okay, this applies especially if you're someone, especially, not only, but especially if you're someone who's thinking about making a change. Okay, thinking time is done. It's never this sitting in this, whatever it is for you, sitting and spinning your wheels, right? In a state of overthinking something, overthinking soulmates, overthinking why don't I have new love? Why don't I have this? Why don't you stop thinking about it? Because that's just putting up repellent energy. That's all. It's creating a Nine of Swords thing. There are energies trying to get to you. We know that with 8 wands crossing here in the soul. So this perpetual sitting in the energy you're in now is never going to make you happy. Ever. It's always going to and in fact, the apathy and sadness may get worse. It's time. That's why I said ingrained in the energy is a message of the time is now. Now it's time to make a change. It's time to do that. It's time to, at least for most of you, take a loftier perspective and try to look at the long view. Okay? Whatever that means to you, it's going to mean something different to everybody. What's on top? Page of Cups. There's a new love trying to get to you. No, that the energy here is emphatic. There is a new love trying to get to you. This is red with the Hierophant. It is a big deal. It's someone who you are with in the 5D energetically. Now, this could be your runner that you've been watching readings on. It could be. But for a good number of you, it's also someone brand new. And they can't get in. Nobody going to approach this. Nobody going to. You're viewing something from the wrong perspective here, and you're spinning your wheels. All right? It takes bravery, right, to admit it's time for a course correction. It just does. It just does. There's an energy trying to get to you. It is lovely. It is really long term. It's somebody you're already with in the 5D. It's almost a secondary. I don't want to call it a twin flame kind of thing, because that's not really what I would say. It's something. It's an energy you're tied to quite a bit. All right. Okay, why is that here? That's the Knight of Cups. Yeah, no, yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. There's some sort of fear of disappointment here that's creeping in. And I know you might think, well, that's not me, I don't have to be. It could be very small, a grain of sand, a little bit. You can't do that. You've got to at least try to take the long view and go, well, leave the door open in a big way. Any kind of fear put into manifesting of and you're always manifesting. Anytime you put emotions out there into the energy, you're manifesting. And if there's that little bit of fear, well, I'm just going to be disappointed, kind of a thing. This is a powerful energy that's trying to get to you. And it's cock-blocked because you're stuck here. Okay? In some way. You're stuck on something. Thinking about something. It's very surface. What you're because the Two of Pentacles is also here, the spinning your wheels. So it ties the whole thing together. Maybe it could be you're worried about... It's tough to do for a general big audience, but you could be worried about the wrong things, making mountains out of molehills, injecting fear into your disappointment, into your manifesting, whatever it is. There's just something coming your way, and if you're in this energy, you're going to reject it. And I think that would be a huge mistake. Obviously, you got to make your own decisions, but I can feel this. This energy is represented by the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Okay? This means, what does this mean? Well, this is an escalation. Okay? Why is the Page of Cups here? The Knight of Cups. It means that it starts out, it's long term. It verifies this. It can grow. It's just very, very powerful. Anyway, that energy pool that you come from, the ancestral energies, your Uncle Pete thinks you're spinning your wheels worried about the wrong things. Wants you to relax a little bit. Have a little fun. Let a little joy in your life. Have faith that the universe has your back. Have a little faith in yourself. Now, this is the potential final outcome that the energy predicts is 9 Wands. This could be good. This could be bad. I don't know. I don't know if the wall's coming down. I'm going to pull it for the majority. Okay? And like I said, my first response when that hit the table, when I read that energy that's reflecting off of it, is resistance to even this reading. Okay? That's fine. You can disagree with, resist. I only talk about, and I'll write a book one day. My working title for it is Things I Know to Be True. I'm not saying they're truth. I'm saying they're things I know to be true. They're things that I've figured out that so far have proven to be accurate. And that changes as I go through my life, which is why I haven't written the book yet. But all I can say, you could disagree, you can go, blah, blah, blah. No, it is my Uncle Pete. Fine. Believe it's your Uncle Pete. I don't really care. Whatever it is, I'm just giving the reading. Take it in. But I will tell you, and I know that the defensive people won't want to hear it, but if you're at all defensive about this reading or anything I've said, there's your sign to turn inward. Low vibrational people, when they get defensive, turn outward. It's like those people that riot and it turns into violence. Or if you disagree with them, you don't want their candidate, they get mad and they get angry and they start trashing things and all that kind of stuff. They threaten violence and all that. That's a low vibrational person. They turn defensiveness, things that trigger them, they turn it outward. They push out with it. High vibrational people turn inward when they get triggered or they get defensive. That's what that hermit was talking about here. That's your ancestors again, your Uncle fucking Pete, again telling you, you're better than this. Okay? Know that. I'll phrase it like that. I'll speak for Uncle Pete. You're better than that. Alright. You're tied to an energy. Whatever happened in your runner situation, for some of you this involves that original runner. But whatever happened, for those where it doesn't, whatever happened in that situation was supposed to wake you up, was supposed to bring you up, bring up your vibration, learn your self-worth, all that kind of stuff. You are tied. Have faith in the universe. You are tied to an energy here, and it's your answer. Your Uncle Pete is telling me right here in this reading. I mean, it's here. It's ancestral energy. I know what it feels like. your own energy pool out there, right? Your Uncle Pete, whatever, is saying you're tied to something very special, very long term, but it can't get its way to you if you're still focusing on Burger King or whatever, okay? Or whatever it is. Superficial things is what it's representing. So, I'm just making my point clear here. It's an important reading. What matters more in my readings is what I say while I'm shuffling than any card I'll ever put on the table. A real energy reader reads energy while they're shuffling. They're always reading it. I share, most of it I keep inside if I'm in person and, standing around people. I don't generally talk out loud, but here with you, I talk out loud. Right? I share my inner process. I share the process of the energy flowing. It's important to do that, especially for a reading. A lot of people worried about the cards that hit the table. The cards are just a party game, for God's sake. They just a medium reflecting the energy. What matters is the energy. Cards also help me verify it. And you know what? They come in very handy right now. Because I'm not quite sure how to translate that. Some of you are going to fuck this up. Maybe. Others of you, the wall comes down. I don't know. But I will say Uncle Pete came back. Crossing over here, these two are read together, was the Hermit. And the Hermit, after all that shuffling, is crossing right there. Okay? You're better than this. Turn inward. That will give you, it's saying the same thing that the High Priestess here said with the King of Swords. When the King of Swords acts from ego, it's very low vibrational. When the King of Swords is paired with an energy like this, the High Priestess and the Hermit, it's some powerful shit. It is righteous. And I've got two Hierophants in this reading. One, why we're here, and the other, right there from the witches. So, what's on top? The Chariot. Look, you've got something charging in. Okay, there's two messages here. One, why is the Nine of Wands here? Because something's coming. So start dismantling this wall. Okay? And this wall, by the way, is not enough to stop it. It's overgrown. It's got a bunch of shit on it. It's coming. This is my lead-in to my final outcome. This shit is on the way. You've got an Emperor coming. You've got an energy. Also, this backs up the fact I said it's mostly masculine energy here. This ancestral energy. But you've got an Emperor, a very balanced Emperor that's coming. All right? And you're spinning your wheels worrying about this or worried about what this person thinks of you or what that person did to you or let that shit go. Okay? Worry about you. Turn inward. Be the high vibrational person you're supposed to be or that you think you are. Because I can tell you that if you get defensive when you get triggered and you lash out, that's not high vibration. Sorry to break it to you. You're low. So, that being said, you've got something very good coming your way. And the truth of the matter is you need to move on from whatever that is because these two are read together. So that's the secondary energy as it loops. It loops this way and it loops that way. Why is the Chariot here? The Four of Pentacles. You're spinning your wheels because you're afraid. This wall is holding you back. This energy is held back quite a bit. People, energies like this are afraid to approach you in this energy, so take the wall down. Okay? I'm turning into Ronald Reagan here. Mr. Gorbachev, take the wall down. It is that message. This time it's for you. It's not for the runner. Right? Tear down that wall. Right? That's all. Take a lofty perspective. View things just from a point of soul, really. Let's go. Wow, that's nice. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. I'm not going to extend this. I don't have to. It's just going to turn into an hour-long lecture, and I'm not here to nickel and dime anybody. To be honest, the 11/11 portal reading is going to be probably the most important reading of the next 2 months that I pull anyway. I'll be doing that tomorrow. But it's important. Obviously, it was important for you to know this before the 11/11 portal reading. Or it wouldn't have come out this way. Because I thought I was going to do a fun reading today. I don't enjoy having to give these deep sort of messages and things like that. I don't enjoy the resistance I feel back when I do from certain people. But at the same time, it's the only way you might know about this, you know? So it's good to know. At the end of the day, hey, if it brightens you up, if it helps you look things from a more optimistic, lofty perspective, instead of a Four of Cups energy blending with a Page of Swords, with a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands, spinning your wheels, as Uncle Pete is trying to say. If it helps you, lighten up a little bit, because that ancestral energy wants you to have some fun. It came out in a recent reading, too. I don't even know what. I think it was the singles read, like I said. But yeah. Bring back fun. And I'm pleased to say that that's one of the things 2024 energy does. It brings back the fun and levity a little bit. So the energy is there. We're moving into energy that's going to be good for it. So anyway, be sure and read my article on 2024 that I wrote, my predictive title for the year. All right? My friends and family have all read it. They've called me about it. Jesus. Anyway, check it out. It's in the blog. I think it's the latest article. I don't think I've written anything after that other than the monthly write-up. All right, let's go. What else you want to tell everybody here? I'm shuffling. Empress, Magician, and our whole pre-shuffle came back. The whole pre-shuffle come back. It's all attached to that, and there's that Four of Cups again. Four of Cups here, Four of Cups here, everywhere Four of Cups. It's just unreal. Look, you've got to transform this, okay? You can do it. Things are brighter than you think. Things are better than you think. You're taking a superficial view of things. You're focused on the wrong thing too much. This is transformation and alchemy energy here. It's crossed by this, Four of Cups. Some of you just lack the confidence. You're reflecting, or at least you have the potential to, Empress energy. What's stopping it? And that brings victory and change, transformation. What's stopping it is this wall, this Nine of Swords, this Five of Wands, all of it. Okay? So, even if you think this isn't you, okay, check yourself. All right? Just make sure. Because you won't want to miss the future that you've got ahead of you here. I'm telling you, your Uncle Pete, he's going crazy here. All right? Absolutely. That energy, that ancestral energy that's attached to you, thinks you're spinning your wheels. You're wasting your time worrying about something that's at the end of the road, not what you're meant for and meaningless. What you're meant for is trying to make its way to you. Transform this Four of Cups because it's holding you back. And all of that energy, just like the pre-shuffle said, 8 swords, 9 swords, hold you back. There's that Knight of Pentacles again, and right there. There's an energy that's trying to liberate here. Temperance. Pay attention. Temperance. You've got an offer coming your way for sure. There's no doubt about it. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do my best. I never know when I pull these if it's going to be, oh, this guy's shit or whatever. I don't really, it doesn't matter. I give the reading. But I do truly hope this reading was helpful to somebody out there. Okay? The time is now. I'll give you the short messages that are in the energy one more time. Uncle Pete and your ancestral energies watching over you, they've got your back. If you get the ball rolling, they'll help. That energy will help you. Okay? Whatever it is, if you want to make a change, move forward, stop getting stuck in Four Cups energy, whatever it is. There's an offer. There's something making its way to you. Okay? And it's really good. It's really good. It's really nice. That's your reading. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Now is the time, is the core message, to make this change. Anyway. All right. Or change your thought patterns at the very least. That's your reading. Good luck.